Welcome back to Phoenix Wright Innocent, the trilogy where in the last video, our boy Phoenix Wright is under trial because he committed a murder. Or did he? Of his friend. Because they had the same girlfriend. Well, at least they had the same girlfriend at the time. But now we gotta save his case, save his behind because we don't think he did it. And looks like we have another person come up to the stand and maybe this person did it. So with that being said, grab snacks, grab a drink because Detective Reaper is coming to save the day. Miss Faye, I'm sorry about what happened back there.
It's alright. At least you told us the truth to the end, Mr. Wright.
Yeah? So I guess I can start to relax then, huh? Relax, my boy? You can't be serious after hiding such important facts. But the next witness is my Dolly, right? She'll save me, I just know she will.
Why do you think that?
Huh? What do you mean? She's the love of my life, that's why.
The love of your life, huh? Would you mind telling me more about you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne?
Sure, no problem. Dolly and I, we first met about 8 months ago right here in this very courthouse. Actually, I'm studying to be a lawyer on the side anyway. One day, she and I just bumped into each other in the reading room downstairs. That's why I really think it was fate that brought us together. As soon as I first set eyes on her, I knew she was the one for me. Oh, here, take a look at this. She gave this to me the day we met as a symbol of our love. She has been wearing it around her neck that day, but then she took it off. But before she gave it to me, she said, "I want you to carry this." So she gave this to you as a present? I see, my boy. This darling little bottle is filled with memory of my darling little Dolly.
It certainly is a little bottle, alright.
It makes me so happy. I show it to everyone I meet. I want to share my happiness with the whole world. Small bottle. Alright. That bottle look like something that could put poison or something in there, but okay.
Anyway, so after that, you and Miss Hawthorne started dating?
Yeah, but she's so sad. Every time I see her, she always say the same thing to me. Please give it back now. What a strange girl asking for a present back like that.
By the way, Mr. Wright, the day you first met Dahlia Hawthorne 8 months ago, it wouldn't happen to be on August 27th, would it?
Huh? Yeah, it was. But how did you...
This happened on August 27th, right here at this courthouse.
What this? A newspaper clipping? Let's see. Murder in the courthouse. Murder? What are you reading there? Let me see. Oh, I see. Mia, I think I understand what you're trying to say. And I think I understand why you suddenly took such a keen interest in this case. You believe there's some connection between these two cases, am I correct? Alright, we have to read that.
I hope you don't mind, Mr. Crossburn. I nearly finished this myself.
Ah, yes, but I'm afraid what you have will not be enough, my dear. I'll go and have a look at the downstairs reading room and see what else I can find.
But thank you.
I want to do whatever I can to be of help to you, Mia. Well, it looks like recess is about over and better keep moving.
I guess so.
That
recess so say longer than 20 minutes though.
Right back to the case. Court will now reconvene. Mr. Payne, please call your witness. This person is someone who witnessed the crime as it happened. The prosecution called Miss Dahlia Hawthorne to the stand. Oh, okay. Wow, they got butterflies coming with him.
What's with that stiff silence?
In my long career as a judge, I have been deceived by many witnesses. It's my job to doubt, to take no one at their word. But in your case, I must admit you're radiant a glow of complete sincerity.
I can't believe he actually said that.
Oh, now then, witness, could you please state your full name?
Don't worry, sweetie. There's no need to be nervous.
If anyone said anything rude, you can be sure I cut them right down the sides.
And I will bash them with my gavel.
I love how they look straight at me when they say that.
Thank you for calming my nerves. You're all so nice. I almost feel right at home. None at all.
It was nothing.
If we may move on now, what is your full name and occupation?
My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I'm a junior in literature at Ivy University. I just wanted to say it's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence. The honor's all mine.
No, the honor's all mine.
Well, we know whose milkshake brings all the boys to the yard.
Sir? Is there something I can help you with?
You just go and say whatever's on your mind.
I'm sure there must be some type of mistake. Feeny wouldn't kill anyone, I just know it.
Yes, I can see why you say that.
She's gonna be a tough witness, alright. It's only took her 12 seconds to wrap them around her little finger.
Now then, please proceed with your testimony.
Oh boy, she did it. I know she did it.
Let's hear about what you witnessed on the day of the incident, if you please.
Alright. I have been planning to go back to Feeny's place after class was over. Feeny and Dougie, they was talking behind the building. Wow. Then suddenly, Dougie got all wobbled and just collapsed. That's when Feeny noticed that I was there. I went to go and find some other students and they called the authorities.
I don't know what to say. According to you, Miss Hawthorne, the defendant didn't do anything wrong.
Young lady, as old as I am, even I recall how the flames of your passion can burn. Nevertheless, it is my job to discover the truth. Please tell us the truth. But I would never.
That's more than enough witness. I won't allow this to continue.
What do you mean by that?
Please, just let me proceed my cross-examination, Your Honor. I, for one, don't plan to win this case on a bunch of paper-thin lies.
Teehee, you haven't changed a bit. Mia Fey. What's this? So you two are acquainted?
Yes, we met before, once.
In any case, Miss Fay, the floor is all yours.
It's good to see you again, Madam Fay. Madam? I'm no one's grandma yet, girlie. Alright, we're gonna have to crack this down here. I have been planning to go back to Phoenix place after class is over. Why?
Now, unless I'm mistaken, Mr. Wright is in the arts department. If that's the case, then what were you doing by the pharmacology building?
Well, I'm in the literature department. I'm studying Japanese senior poetry.
Oh, how wonderful! Is that the humorous, yes, satire style of haiku, yes?
Nothing left to do. When a man reaches this age, sleep is his best friend.
That's supposed to be poetry? Sound like more a midlife crisis.
For me to get to art department, I have to walk through that back area.
Ah, yes, I see. That makes sense. When I want to enter the courtroom, I always walk through the front door.
How would you enter? Teleportation?
Feeny and Dougie. What? Okay, so do you have a clue what they was talking about? I'm kind of curious.
So, who is this Dougie person?
Oh, I'm sorry, it's Doug Swallows. We were 30 until about 8 months ago.
So what were Dougie, Mr. Swallows and Mr. Wright talk about anyway?
How can you be so mean? I would never eavesdrop. I wasn't raised to be so rude and unrefined.
That's right, Miss Faye.
Don't try to witness down to your level.
Why not being demonized here?
Please go on. What did you see next?
Damn. Then suddenly Dougie got all wobbling collapsed. Why who wobbled him?
Are you saying that the victim just collapsed on his own?
Yes.
In other words, the defendant never touched the victim. Is that right?
I was watching the whole time. Feeny never did a thing to Dougie. If I press her for no good reason, I just know the judge will get angry at me. Okay. Alright. Leave it alone, show contradiction. Let's see, what could I do? No, show contradiction.
Feeble lies are not very becoming, Miss Hawthorne, so let's drop them, shall we?
But what? I would never.
Miss Faye, I would not allow you to badger this witness. I believe the defense is engaged in a fishing expedition.
What?
That is, she has no supporting. Please don't glare at me like that. I'm just doing my job.
Now then, Miss Hawthorne. The defendant paw print was found on Mr. Swallow's leather jacket. It has already been shown that Mr. Wright did, in fact, push the victim.
What?
There's no need to try to cover for the defendant. It would be much better if you came out and told us the whole truth.
There's nothing to worry about, young lady. Just tell us everything that you saw.
Yes, Your Honor, I will, if you don't mind. I'd like to revise my testimony.
Oh, how you know about that? Looks like we're finally getting somewhere.
Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Dougie. Okay.
You didn't see it?
Well, I saw the moment when Dougie fell to the ground.
And in that time, there was only the two of them at the scene. The defendant, Phoenix Wright, and the victim, Doug Swallows.
Yes, that's right. It didn't look like they were fighting. It didn't look like they were fighting, and I didn't hear anything unusual either. Really? Question that.
So then, what did it look like if they was doing to you?
I thought they were having a nice, friendly afternoon conversation.
Oh, give me a break!
That's why I really wasn't watching them closely.
Did you notice anything out of the ordinary?
No, not at all, Mr. Judge.
Oh, I like the sound of that, Mr. Judge. Now then, please proceed with your testimony.
You went to go somewhere to find...
When you say students, did you mean students from the pharmacology department?
Yes, they was all very fond of their drugs.
Please try to stay on topic. So, to find for pharmacology student, you went to the labs, correct?
That's what I was planning to do, but in the end, I wound up not going. A group of about 10 research students came running out of the building entrance. Somehow, they all seemed to know what was going on.
The students knew what was going on. But how could the students have known what was going on?
Well, I don't know for sure that they knew it had happened. It's just they all seemed kind of excited about something.
It doesn't look like I'm going to get any more info about the students.
So did the students call the police?
Yes, it was just so... I was so panicked.
Yes, well, and what would have been, my dear?
that girl. That girl, she's telling a super obvious lie and she knew it. She just pretended to protect Mr. Wright. Yes, there's gotta be a way to go, Mia. Okay, that means I'm gonna have to dig deep to find a contradiction on this one.
Okay, let's see. Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Dougie. It didn't look like they were fighting. Okay, let's see. Hold on a second. I need to check something. Let me read this. Police are questioning IC's female who's sitting the victim. Alright, you say it did look like they were fighting and you didn't hear any unusual either. But here's the problem though. Now they said there was a loud noise somewhere. So if that was the case, you didn't hear the noise here?
You say you didn't hear anything unusual, is that correct?
Yes, that's why I was very relaxed looking at the scenery around me. Uh-oh.
That's nice, but I find it just a little odd. I have heard the testimony of your boyfriend, Mr. Phoenix Wright, and he clearly testified to the fact that when he pushed the victim, he heard a sharp, loud noise.
He said that?
If you're really that close to the two of them, why did you hear that noise as well?
Well, maybe the noise just wasn't all that memorable.
Well, according to Mr. Wright's testimony, it was a sharp noise like a snap. There's no way a noise like that could fail to make an impression.
May I have a moment to answer?
By all means.
I know the reason why I didn't hear the noise. You see, the truth is, I had my headphones on and I was listening to music at the time.
Headphones? You mean that both of your ears was covered?
The rain was just beginning to let up, but it seems that Thor wasn't ready for his fun to come to an end. So the sky continued to flash and rumble.
Thunder and lightning, huh? Yes.
Yes, I'm afraid of the sound of thunder. So I put my heads on to block it out.
He. Well, Your Honor, as you can see, there wasn't any contradiction in her testimony at all.
Wait a second, Mia. That testimony just now. She said something that could totally change this whole case.
She didn't hear anything. Okay. She was listening to music. Okay. There was lightning. Okay, if you were listening to music, I'm pretty sure you heard lightning. Don't matter how.
Your Honor, there's a problem with the witness testimony.
What do you mean?
Did you notice she said there was lightning, correct?
Yes, what about it?
Well, lightning is actually a largely charged electrical in the atmosphere, am I right?
Now, not the time for a science lesson, Miss Frey.
Yes, Your Honor. Anyway, since the cause of death was electrocution, isn't it possible that the victim died for being hit by a bolt of lightning?
Oh! I must admit that thought had not occurred to me.
Just what kind of thoughts do occur to this guy anyway? This entire case is built on the premise that Mr. Douglas Swallow was murdered. But that very person itself is mistaken. The defense believed that Mr. Swallow was in fact the mental victim of a stray bolt.
It appeared the defense may be on something. Could it be that the death was actually accidental?
Alright, you did it, Mia. I'll be taking that not guilty.
I'm hurt that you had such a low opinion of me, Miss Fay.
Huh?
I'm not a fool, you know. The prosecution had done its research, Your Honor. We found there was no lightning strikes on that day at that location.
What?
What's more, we have evidence that the electrical cable is definitely linked to this case.
Evidence, Mr. Payne. Well, what is this evidence?
This affidavit,
And who is this affidavit from?
the pharmacology students who were conducting experiments in their lab that day. Allow me to read out to the court the testimony of pharmacology students. All equipment in the lab lost power all of a sudden at around 3 p.m. that day.
Was it blackout?
All of the lab's equipment runs on high voltage, Your Honor.
So you said the equipment lost power because...
Precisely, they lost power because of severe electrical cable. The power hours occur at approximately 3 p.m.
What's the time of the death listed in the autopsy report?
Exactly. In other words, the victim died as a result of touching the severe electrical cable.
That's bullcrap.
According to the students, the cable were very old. They were planning to have them replaced in the near future.
I see.
Apparently, the cables had become so brittle that even the smallest bump would cause them to break.
Old power broke through somewhere at 2:55. Alright.
However, there's one thing that shows me. If the cables could have been broken by any small bump, then it wouldn't be snapped if it had been bumped into, correct?
Well, I suppose you could say that.
Miss Faye, do you have any thoughts regarding the cause of severe cable?
Your Honor?
I don't like how this is looking one bit. I have to come up with something to try to regain some momentum.
If it pleases the court, the defense would like to state its opinion.
Well then, let's hear it. Who or what was it that caused the cable to break?
Let's see. Let's see. Could it be the victim? Let's see. Would it be Phoenix testimony, right? Okay. Old Proud broke to some sort of impact. Okay, let's go with his testimony again.
Your Honor, please think back to Mr. Wright's testimony.
The defendant testimony?
He said that after he pushed the victim, he heard a loud, sharp noise. Now, this happened at around 3 o'clock p.m., correct?
Yes, that sounds right. Wait, are you saying?
The lab equipment lost power at 2:55 p.m., which fits right into Mr. Wright's timeline. In other words, it was Mr. Wright's shove that caused the power outage.
Yes, the prosecution also came to the same conclusion. And it was a very shove that caused Mr. Swap to be electrocuted.
I'm afraid I can't agree with you there, Mr. Payne.
What's that supposed to mean?
Take a good look at where the victim landed after being shoved. See the umbrella? It's by the electrical pole. That's right, the victim backed into a pole as a result of being pushed. It was an impact that caused the cable to break.
Well, that makes sense. And then the victim was electrocuted.
Nope.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, but no, it doesn't make sense at all. If the victim was shoved into the far pole, then he couldn't have been electrocuted by this severed cable in the foreground here. In other words, someone other than my client must have electrocuted the victim.
Order in the court.
The lamentation of my enemy. How I long to hear them.
It's true, the defense is absolutely correct. There doesn't seem to be any way the defendant could push you.
Mr. Judge, sir, may I say something? The madam attorney explanation, she said something that are a little different than I remember.
What?
What the?
Please, just one more. May I please testify one last time, please, Mr. Judge?
Of course, it's alright. Just go ahead and give your new testimony.
This is it. She's finally started to show her true colors.
Alright, what you saw? You ain't that innocent like you are. The truth is, Feeney pushed him twice. No, he did. He pushed him once, so you're wrong right there. The first time was into the electrical pole. That's when the cable broke. Then Dougie tried his best to run away from him. That's not true. But Feeney caught up to him and crashed into him from behind. The cable snapping and Dougie being electrocuted, it all occurred in less than a minute. And that's a lie.
So after being shoved, the victim got up and tried to run away.
And that's when the defendant pushed him for the second time.
I'm so sorry, Feeney, but I just have to tell the truth. And am I doing the right thing? Am I, Mr. Judge?
Of course you are, my dear. As painful as may seem, you are. Now then, Miss Faye, you may proceed with your cross-examination.
She's lying. He said Feeney said she ought to push him once, so we're going straight to that. Yeah, right. I don't care what the judge says. Push that.
Miss Hawthorne, previously in your testimony, you say the following. Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Dougie.
I know. I'm sorry. I wanted to protect Feeney.
So that's why you basically lied to the court?
I was a bad girl. I know. Mr. Judge?
Yes?
Would you please forgive little old me?
Oh, of course he won't.
Oh, come on now. It was just a little old white lie. Well, forget it this time, but please be more careful for now, alright?
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Judge.
Not at all. Oh.
The judge had better be more careful himself. A dark alley is freer than that girl.
Okay, the first time was into electrical, then the second. Wait a minute.
You saying you actually saw the victim get pushed into the electrical pole?
I know he doesn't look like it, but Feeney can be a bit of an imp when he wants to.
Oh, really?
But I never imagined that he would cause the electrical cable to break. Feeney really is scary when he gets mad.
Yes, he sounds like a very dangerous individual indeed.
Yeah. I never heard that part he was running.
So let me get this straight. You were happy to listen to your music on your headphone while you watched this scene unfold.
What?
Miss Faye, I have to ask you to stop badgering the witness.
I wasn't happy. I was so scared that I couldn't even move. All I could do was stand there and cheer them on.
Cheer them on? What do you mean by that?
Well, I wish the best for them both, and that's they were each secure to fight up their own.
That's very sweet of you to be so supportive.
And what happened after that?
But Feeney caught up to and crashed him from behind. That don't make sense either.
That doesn't quite sound right. There were handprints found in the chest of victim leather jacket. Mr. Payne, were there also the print found on the back of his leather jacket?
Well, no, there wouldn't.
Madam Faye, may I suggest that you listen a little more carefully? I said he crashed into him from behind, right? My Feeney wouldn't leave any prints behind in that case, would he? The cable snapped and dug it occurred less than a minute. Alright, let's see what else it.
Did you actually witness the moment the victim was electrocuted?
I'm sorry, I didn't actually see it. I turned my eyes away.
That's understandable.
Yes, indeed. It would have been a horrific sight for anyone to behold.
If I don't figure this out, the contradiction here, it's all over. She didn't have much time to come up with a lie, so this is my best chance. There must be a hold-up testimony somewhere. Think, Mill, think!
Alright, let's see. Okay, first security. Okay, Dougie try the best run away from him. Penny caught up to a crash right behind. The cable snap and Dougie being electrocuted is all occurred less than a minute. I don't believe that. Let's see. Alright. The old power quoted 55. The 50 fellows. Alright, so if everything. Okay, so the electrical cable snap at 2:55, but the murder occurred 3 minutes. You say everything less than a minute, but you still have 5 minutes. I'm gonna have to find out what to believe. Oh, wait a minute. Wrong button. There we go. Got her.
That's enough, witness.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
You will in a minute. Could you please take a look at this picture?
Oh, that medicine. That's the one Phoenix likes to take for his cold.
It's not the medicine I want you to look at. It's the wristwatch. It stopped at the precise time the defendant was electrocuted. In other words, 3:05.
Yes, and your point is, Miss Faye.
My point is this. What time was it when the lab suffered that power outage due to cable snapping?
Well, according to the student testimony, the answer is clear. It was 2:55. Oh.
Would you care to explain to the court, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne? That's exactly what happened during the 10 minutes interval. The defense proposed that it was during this interval the real murderer killed Mr. Dove Swallows.
Order the court. What's this?
This is nonsense. The real murderer.
Even if you can deny that the time between the cable breaking and electrocution are completely unaccounted for.
Then who was it? Who else are you saying who could have done it?
There's only one person who could have murdered Mr. Swallows. Only after my client have left the scene. Was there a window of opportunity for the real killer?
Miss Faye. Is the defense ready to indict someone as this real killer?
It's finally time. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Yes, Your Honor, we are ready.
Very well, but remember, if you accuse the wrong person, you will be penalized. Think very carefully before you speak, Miss Faye. Now then, Miss Faye, let's have it. Who is the real killer?
It's clear to her. I mean, it's ain't nobody else. I mean, he didn't do it. We protected him, so he didn't do it. He's dead, and we defend, so it has to be one person.
It could only been you, Dahlia Hawthorne.
What? How? How can you?
The defense is grasping at straws.
10 minutes passed between the time of the cable broke and the time of electrocution. What exactly were you doing that whole time, Miss Hawthorne? Were you really listening to some music while cheering them both on as they fought? I find it hard to believe that you didn't lift a finger to stop the men dearest to you.
What? Order, Miss Faye. What? I mean, what is it?
Miss Hawthorne, I believe you did witness a 2 men fight on that day. However, after Mr. Wright pushed the victim and subsequently left the scene, it was you who pushed Mr. Swallow to his death by your very own hands. Ah! How dare you say such to me, Madam Faye? I didn't do anything.
Miss Faye, this is a very serious charge.
Oh. Your Honor, please, I have something I want to say.
You, what is it?
Please strike everything from the defense said just now from the record.
What the? Are you deaf?
You told her wrong, Miss Faye. Dolly, she couldn't do something like that.
Mr. Wright, get back to your seat! Bailiff, grab that man!
Ah! Leave my Dolly alone. That boy, he got himself in way over his head.
Oh, Mr. Rosberg, you back?
It seems I arrived just in the nick of time. I found a police report on that incident in your newspaper clipping. Okay,
Thank you so much. This is exactly what I was hoping for.
you better take a good look at it. Alright, let's take a look at it. See what it says. Location, district court, victim, Diego. Ooh, lawyer, suspect, oh, what'd she do? Armando ingests poison while interviewing the suspect because another case. Traces of poison were found in the victim's cup. No poison was found in the vicinity or the suspect person. It's unclear how the poison entered the victim. Okay. That bottle, that's what it is. I'm thinking it's that bottle. Has to be that bottle that Phoenix Wright. It's details how you came to lose your boyfriend.
Now then, the defense has made a very serious accusation. Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this?
Well, really, Your Honor, that is I.
May I interrupt you for just a moment, Mr. Prosecutor?
Don't you worry, my dear. I have this situation well in hand. That is I. Go right ahead.
Madam Faye, are you seriously accusing me of killing my sweet Dougie?
Yes, I am. Not only am I saying you murdered Doug Swallow, but you also try to pin the whole thing on your current lover, Phoenix Wright.
I told you that you should have let me handle this. Sorry. Please go ahead.
How can you say that I'm actually devoted to my dear Feeny? The notion that I would try to frame him is ludicrous. This is all just too much for poor little me to bear.
I believe this girl is trying to ask what on earth her motive would be.
The answer to that lies somewhere in the police report. It must. 8 months ago, an incident occurred in the basement cafeteria of this building. And then, the same day, the two of them accidentally meet. Your Honor, the defense requests further testimony from Ms. Daya Hawthorne
Further testimony? What you?
about the events the day in which she first met the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What could that possibly have to do with the case?
The witness claims she had no reason for framing the defendant. Am I correct? When I have evidence that suggests that she, in fact, had very good reasons.
Very well then. The court grants the defense request. Young lady, would you mind standing on just a bit longer?
Of course not, Mr. Judge.
Get ready for a battlefield like Dahlia Hawthorne.
Alright, how did you meet Feeny? I first met my darling Feeny 8 months ago. Okay. It's like we were destined to be in this very courtroom basement reading room. The moment our eyes met, my heart skipped a beat. Okay. We've been going out ever since that fateful day. We're so lovey-wovey, we literally make people sick. It's just jealousy, I think. Okay.
Mr. Wright, do that again and you will be held in court of contempt. Of court.
And now we enter the final act of our little drama.
As we used to say in our days of my youth, go get her. Alright, we're gonna get you this time. I first met Donnie 8 months ago. Okay, we met in the courtroom. Okay, I'm pretty sure. That's fine. It's like we were destined to meet in this very... Okay, how about that?
The courtroom reading room? That's a strange place to meet your love of your life.
That's not true, Madam Faye. After all, Feeny was not only an art student, but he was also planning to become a lawyer.
I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about you, Miss Hawthorne. What was a literature student like you do in the courtroom reading room?
That sounding question is a waste of time. It has nothing to do with the murder case.
Miss Faye, I'm warning you. If this has nothing to do with Mr. Swallow's case.
I have to remember the judge is on Dahlia's side. I better tread carefully. Press the hell of it. I don't care.
Your Honor, If you allow me some latitude, I think I can establish a relevance. Please ask her to continue with her testimony.
Very well, young lady. I got a simple question for you. What were you doing downstairs in the courtroom reading room?
If it pleases Your Honor, the answer is simply this. I have come to the courtroom to do some research for a paper I was writing.
You were writing a paper? On what?
On the relationship between modern Sisu poetry and the criminal underworld.
Oh, that sounds like a fascinating research idea.
Am I getting old? Now I even forgot what I've forgotten.
Again with the midlife crisis stuff?
Mia, why did that girl really come to the courthouse? Isn't that what you wanted to know? And speaking of forgetting things, you haven't forgotten the police report, haven't you? I went through a lot of trouble to get it here, my dear, so be sure to read it carefully. One moment, I let my heart skip a beat. Okay, we got that. We've been going out since the dreadful day. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I had called this courtroom to do some research. I was like, okay. Research, huh? Then it does some research. Explain to me about this report here. Go back. Got him.
Miss Hawthorne, you weren't here because of research paper, were you? Did you actually come here for much more important reasons?
What does it mean that this cocky smell on your face, Miss Faye?
8 months ago, right here in this very courtroom, there was another tragedy.
Another tragedy?
Do you mean the incident where she told he was poisoned?
The name of the suspect in that incident is listed here in this report. And that name is Dahlia Hawthorne.
What? Dahlia Hawthorne?
Yes, the sweetie pie of everyone's eyes, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. She was the prime suspect of a criminal case just 8 months ago.
Order! This is unbelievable! Is it true the loveliest rose getting hot?
Miss Faye, that's not fair! You can't slander my witness with unrelated case. Hey, where's the pen? We're not alone!
Mr. Prosecutor, I believe I was speaking.
Huh? Pardon me. Go right ahead.
It's true about 8 months ago. The police expressed some interest in me.
Express some interest, huh?
Mr. Judge, sir, I know I'm under oath, so I'll tell you the absolute truth. I did not commit the crime that occurred during the incident 8 months ago.
I see.
Okay, I tied the two crimes together. Now I got to stay on the offensive.
Well done, Mia.
Oh, you really lit a fire in my heart and my buttocks.
I can hardly tell if this more inflamed my spirit or my hemorrhoids.
Alright, the poisoning. I met the lawyer who was poisoned to discuss something in the cafeteria that day. I let my seat for just a moment, and that when it happened. For what I heard, it was a liquid poison that is lethal at just 2 teaspoons. Not only that, I heard it was a very special type of poison. So you see, I'm innocent. I wouldn't even know where to get that poison from like that.
So that's what happened here 8 months ago?
However, as you heard from the witness testimony, she had nothing to do with it. I think the defense is just about all the tricks.
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Payne, but I'm afraid the defense had many more tricks up his sleeve today. And I'll be sure to show them to you before the end of this cross-examination.
Oh, why does the defense suddenly feel stronger?
Ah, Mia, you glowing with true lawyer art, my dear. That proud posture and self-confidence, absolute smashing. Okay, I met the lawyer who poisoned stores. Okay, what's this lawyer name?
What were you two was talking about with the defense attorney?
Well, I'm sorry, but that's confidential.
According to the report, you were being interviewed regarding another case.
The lawyer that was killed, He said he want to talk about an incident I was caught up when I was younger.
Why don't you tell us all what the incident was?
That has absolutely nothing to do with this case.
Objection sustained. The defense question is stricken from the record.
You get involved in a lot of incidents, don't you, Miss Hawthorne?
Well, I guess I was just born on a bad side. Don't worry, Dolly, I'll protect you.
You heard that man. Now that is true love, young lady.
Oh, Feeny, please.
Those two already are making me ill. However, for decidedly different reasons.
I left my seat for a moment, and that's when it happened. Where'd you go?
How long you were gone?
I've been already answers all these questions for the police, but if you must know, maybe 10 or 20 minutes.
And what were you doing at stretch of time? Using the toilet?
What are you saying, Miss Faye?
Toilet, my perfect little daughter doesn't poop.
You heard the defendant, Miss Babe. Better luck this time.
Oh, Feeny, please.
The police have already looked into the whole matter. This line of question is nothing but a waste of the court's time.
Objection sustained. Miss Hawthorne, please continue with your testimony.
From what I heard, it was liquor poison, just 2 teaspoons. Not only that, I heard it was various type of poison. I'm interested in what type of poison it was.
A special kind of poison? How so?
Well, I heard it's almost impossible to detect.
Oh, and where would something like that come from?
I'm sorry, all I know is what I heard the policeman says. They say something about using advanced chemical processes to purify it.
Chemical processes? Well, that's quite impressive. Most impressive.
The better the question is, how did the criminal get something like that?
So you see, I'm innocent. I wouldn't even know where to get that poison. Yeah, here's a problem with that. Your boyfriend, your past boyfriend, whoever he is, he worked as a pharmaceutical company. So, explain that.
You wouldn't know how to get that kind of poison. I don't believe you.
What?
In fact, you had easy access to that kind of poison, didn't you? At your boyfriend's lab.
Boyfriend? You mean the victim, the Swallows?
That's right. Up until 8 months ago, Miss Hawthorne was dating Mr. Swallows. And if you recall, Mr. Swallows was a pharmacology student at Ivy University.
Pharmacology?
His laboratory contained highly advanced chemistry equipment. In fact, without such equipment, the culprit could never have obtained such a rare and special poison. Well, Miss Hawthorne, it seems you had access to such a poison after all. And then, it was a matter of slipping into the victim's coffee where he wasn't looking. The only person who could have done that, the one sitting at this very table, is you.
No!
Order! Could it be?
That's nothing but baseless accusation.
May I say something, Madam Faye?
What is it, Miss Hawthorne?
The amount of poison in the coffee was 2 teaspoons, correct? In order to carry that much liquid, you would need to have some type of container.
Well, yes, that's true.
I was searched immediately after the incident took place.
Quite
True. In fact, the entire courtroom was turned upside down.
But they didn't find the suspicious container anywhere, did they? She's right. They even mentioned that in the report.
Well, you could easily gotten rid of something that small.
Excuse me, madam, but this is a court of law. If you say I threw the poison container away, I think you need to show some type of proof.
Proof! She got me good with that one.
provide some evidence, or I have to disallow this line of questioning, Miss Faye.
Unless you can come up with some
Evidence. We're going to lose this lead. The police conducted full body research in the entire courtroom, and yet the container holding poison disappeared right after the crime occurred.
If you're going to accuse a young lady of committing a crime, then where's the container poison was carrying? What happened to it?
Let's see. Right here.
You were first to get rid of the container in a hurry, were you? And that's why you pass on it to someone that had nothing to do with the case. Someone that you knew wouldn't be searched.
Who is this person?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, of course.
So the defendant was this witness accomplice?
Of course not. She gave the poison to him disguised as a present.
But that's...
That's a charming little necklace. Is this a little bottle? It's really quite cute. So what about it? What does this mean, Miss Faye?
The day after witness met and fell for Mr. Phoenix Wright was 8 months ago. August 27th, the very same day as the poison incident. Under the pretense of love, the witness gave my client a present. All for the purpose of hiding the one piece of evidence that would give her away.
What? Are you saying there's a deadly poison in there?
No, there's no longer any poison in that bottle. However, I'm certain if the crime lab were to analyze it, they will find a trace amount. No!
Honor in a court.
On behalf of Dolly, I object.
Mr. Wright,
Mr. Wright, control yourself!
I won't let you bully her like this.
Mr. Wright, I thought I told you to stay in your seat.
Mr. Wright, why? Why are you going through so much trouble to protect her?
Why? Because I'm madly in love with her.
Maddie in love. I haven't heard anyone say that in a long time.
Mr. Wright, have you ever thought about this? Why exactly would a woman like Diane Harder wants to date you anyway?
Well, I guess she must be mad in love with me too.
Mr. Wright, please open your eyes. At this point in the trial, I think it should be obvious to everyone. The real reason that Diane Harder is dating you is because...
To keep you quiet, necklace.
Dolly Harder was not and is not mad in love with you. The only thing she's after is that ball necklace you love to wear around your neck.
My necklace?
Back there in the waiting room, you said yourself.
Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she's always said the same thing to me. Please give it back now. What a strange girl, asking for a present back like that.
For Dolly Harder, that necklace is irrefutable evidence of a crime. That's why she absolutely had to get it back.
You're lying.
But you never gave it back to her. And to make this worse for her, you insist on showing it to everyone you met. That's why she...
I don't believe you. No, that's a lie. Why? He's faded away. Later, buried after him. Mia, are you alright?
Yes, I think so.
That boy, he went completely insane.
Well, where's Mr. Wright?
It looks like the battle caught him, so he should be back soon enough.
Thank goodness. Oh no!
What is it?
The bottle necklace is Hawthorne present. It's gone.
What? That's terrible.
Mr. Wright must have grabbed it when he slammed it to me.
Foolish boy. That's the only thing that could have saved him.
What in the blazer are we supposed to do now?
Mr. Wright, this sort of behavior is unprecedented in the history of this court.
I'm sorry.
I'm afraid that your apology is not enough.
Mr. Wright? What did you do with that bottle necklace?
Forgive me. I'm sorry.
It's okay, just give it back to the necklace.
I ate it.
You what?
You ate it?
It was too big to swallow, so I had to chew this little bits first, but yeah.
What the?
What? What is he doing now?
Your Honor, you got to stop the trial. Mr. Wright, are you feel okay? Does your stomach hurt? That bottle you swallowed may have some poison left in it.
It seems the defendant has proven the prosecution case full. Clearly that bottle did not contain a deadly poison.
How can you be so sure?
I think that's obvious. As you can see, the defendant is still very much alive. As for the poison, more like a flinching defense attorney overacting imagination.
So it was seen.
No, there must be some mistake. The bottle must have had any poison left in it. Either that or the poison must have lost its potency.
There. It's alright, rookie. Trusting your client is the most noble thing a defense attorney can do. And it's heartwarming to see that you place this much faith in Mr. Wright. But that is how for us on the prosecution side too. For example, I would trust a witness Ms. Hardog with my very life. Which is why I can state that your assessment of her is completely wrong.
That's enough. Unfortunately, Miss Faye, I cannot accept your explanation of the events.
But why?
This may be impossible for a beginner like you to understand, but in a courtroom of law, evidence is everything.
Ah. Even after I prove so much, is she gonna get away with everything?
Well, now that the suspicion surrounding Miss Hawthorne has been cleared up, I would like to...
Meow. Mr. Wright.
I'm sorry, Miss Faye. I totally slipped my mind. I'm really sorry. I know you believe in me, and I feel like I'm really let you down.
Mr. Wright, what are you trying to say?
There's something I forgot to tell you.
What is it?
That day, the day I met Doug Swallows. That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business. I'm telling you for your own sake, if you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news. You're lying. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Last night, someone stole some poison from my lab. Poison? The same thing happened 8 months ago. A drug sample was stolen. She came to the lab and that time too. It could only have been her. That girl is a thief. Stop it. Don't talk about her like that.
Is it true? Did he really say that?
That's ridiculous.
There's one more thing. After I pushed him that day, I got worried and came back to have a look. And she was there. Dolly was right there. She was crouched down next to him.
What?
She told me not to ever tell anyone about it, but I'm sorry, Dolly.
Your Honor, the defendant is...
Mia Faye, you tell them. Dolly didn't do it. She's innocent.
So Dahlia stole poison 8 months ago too, huh? If you put that together with Mr. Wright's testimony, then there's only one possible conclusion. The defense believed that Miss Dahlia Hawthorne stole some poison the night before she killed Doug Swallow.
The night before?
Naturally, her motive for stealing was to kill someone.
Miss Faye.
If you're so certain of this theory, then let me ask you this.
Neil, this is your last chance. Think carefully now. There's something that she desperately wanted to get back there for her.
Exactly who was Mr. Otto who trying plan to kill?
I'll try to kill you, man. to keep it secret, you know, because she killed some. Okay, it goes like this. So let's say she killed Doug Swallows, and then all of a sudden he's dead, and then she had to kill Phoenix Wright just to clear her name. So that would have to make sense.
There was one person that was standing squarely in his daughter's way, and that person was Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Me?
That's preposterous! After all, it was Doug Swallows that was murdered.
Well, it showed that how things worked out. But let's remember that Mr. Swallows died of electrocution, not poison. The person that Miss Hawthorne was spraying the poison was in fact you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. There's no one else that could it be.
But how this can be? I thought Mr. Wright and Miss Hunter were in love.
Poor Mr. Wright, this must be killing him. Hang in there. I'll bring her to justice, I swear. As I said before, the only thing Miss Hawthorne truly cares about was the one piece of evidence linking her to that incident 8 months ago. That's right, the ball necklace. That's all she cared about.
But even so, why? Why would she go to so far as to murder him?
8 months ago, just after the fall that occurred in the basement cafeteria. Dahlia Hawthorne could think of only one thing. How to get rid of the bottle necklace as quickly as possible.
No, it can't be.
It was a pretty good move she made too. The evidence was missing for a long time. But there's just one big problem. Although she could rely on him to the evidence, Mr. Wright refused to return to her. To him, the tiny bottle was a cherished treasure. He even showed it to everyone he met.
You mean that's why she tried to kill Mr. Wright?
Correct, Your Honor. It was to retrieve that piece of evidence.
That can't be true. Feeny, what a joke you are. Honestly, how can any woman ever count on you for anything? I even told you time and time again to keep your trap shut about me and that necklace. You disgust me.
Miss Hawthorne!
It appears that we're nearing the end of this trial.
Fine, I can tell you a plan on making me into a criminal no matter what I say.
You are a criminal, Miss Hawthorne.
We'll see about that, but first, where is your evidence? It seems your snappy little crybaby of a client has eaten the bottle as a snack. Oh, well, hey old man, are you senile or something? Why don't you say something instead of sitting here with that dumb look on your face?
Miss Hawthorne, what happened to you?
Huh, are you really that shocked? Or do you prefer me this way, Mr. Judge? With absolutely no proof, you treat a voluntary witness like she's a mass murderer. Well, I have nothing more to say. I'll be heading home now, if you don't mind.
But we're not finished.
Fine. Then ask this nasty old hag to finish up already.
Wow.
I can't let her get away this time.
Stop, Mia. If you keep on pushing out any evidence, you could pay the ultimate price as a lawyer.
The ultimate prize?
You'll be forced to take off your tony bed forever, I'm afraid.
No!
You better think it over carefully, Miss Faye, or should I say, Miss Gray.
Well, Miss Faye, can you provide evidence that will establish her guilt once and for all?
If I mess up here, my career as a lawyer is over. But to be honest, at this point, I don't have any evidence that's well-founded.
Listen, can I save? Yeah. Alright, perfect.
Even so, I'd rather use my attorney badge than let her get away with murder. Your Honor, the defense would like to present proof.
Impossible! You can't possibly!
Stupid woman.
and it's an opinion of the court that has already enough discussion. Therefore, I will allow only one piece of evidence to be presented.
Just one?
If you're unable to establish our guilt, then I'm afraid that's a very harsh verdict will immediately be handed down on Mr. Wright.
I understand, Your Honor.
I can just imagine the headlines for tomorrow's newspaper. Up-and-coming lawyer plummet to earth before she gets the chance to soar.
She was planning to poison Mr. Wright. If that's the case, then the poison was probably in there.
Well then, Miss Faye, please present your evidence. Show to the court irrefutable proof that Mr. Hawthorne was planning to poison Mr. Wright.
Guess what? It's this evidence because he always carries around. Look at that.
Here it is, Your Honor. This evidence will prove her guilt once and for all.
Cold Killer X, Phoenix Wright beloved cold medicine.
Hit. Does our rookie defense attorney has a bit of a cold?
If I did, I still wouldn't take this cold medicine. And after all, it's been poisoned.
What?
Remember what the defendant said in testimony.
But I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident. I always eat with Dolly, just the two of us.
She was the one who took his bottle, Cold Killer X. Then she poisoned knowing that Mr. Wright was going to take some.
Now you're running grapes with straws. After all, it was a victim though swallow that was holding the medicine.
I would like the court to recall the crime that happened here 8 months ago. Where did Miss Hawthorne hear the evidence?
Oh?
What are you talking about?
8 months ago, the poison was hidden in her bottle necklace, where she then gave to someone else for safekeeping. Someone she had accidentally run into the reading room, my client, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yes, that's right. She did the same thing this time as well. After showing the victim, Mr. Phoenix Wright left the scene of crime. That is when the murderer, Dorothy Hawthorne, appeared. With her, she was carrying a poison bottle of Cold Killer X. This, of course, was so she could carry out her plans to murder Mr. Wright.
I believe she did testify that she was going to be the defendant.
Yes, and she heard and saw everything that happened at the scene of the crime, including what the defendant was arguing about and a cut electrical cable.
That's when it happened. I can't spoil it anymore. Damn, I can't get it.
She used a severe electrical cable to silence him forever. Unfortunately for her, this is where the problem occurs. Mr. Wright, who she thought had left the scene, came back to check on the victim. And on top of that, because of power outage, some students showed up as well. This told anyone that she was, as she put it, in a state of panic. Recall that she carried that bottle of poison cold medicine? She must have thought, what if they searched me like they did 8 months ago?
8 months ago.
Yes, she disposed of the evidence exactly the same way as she did back then. She had someone else hold it. In this case, Doug Swallows.
Oh, come on now, everyone. Surely you aren't fooled, aren't you? This stupid woman, she's nothing but a filthy, stinking liar. Right, Mr. Prosecutor?
Oh? Yes, that's exactly right. It's just pure desperation.
I wonder which one of us is desperate one here. So, Miss Hawthorne, this cold medicine, I wonder if you wouldn't mind taking some. Well, Mr. Wright ate that necklace of yours, right? Now it's your turn to prove you're innocent. What do you say? If I'm just a filthy, stinking liar, then there's no need to worry. So come on, show us. I dare you take some of this medicine right now.
Nah. Mia Fey. Oh. Do you think you won? Well, do you, Miss Faye? Hey. That's just fine. For the time being. For the victories is yours.
For the time being.
Well, I have a very long memory, you know. You and I will meet again. I'm certain of it. Well then, Mr. Judge, I'll see you later too, okay?
What? Oh, yes?
I'm going to spend a little quality time with the men in blue now. I wish you all the best. And that was a good case.
Ew! It's fine all over.
I refuse to accept this. The defense had to show the scrap of evidence to support their outrageous claim.
But even so, your witness seems to have accepted.
I don't care. I'm Winston Payne, and I don't believe one word that this rookie lawyer has said.
Well then, Mr. Payne, let me ask you this.
Yes?
Would you care to take this cold medicine?
What?
Just a little earlier, I could have sworn you said...
Dear, it's alright, rookie. For example, I would trust the witness Miss Harter with my very life.
So, if she's so trustworthy, then I'm sure there couldn't possibly be any way to poison it, right?
You see, yes?
And here comes a backpedal. Come on now, rookie killer. Show this rookie how it's done. How much trust do you really have for this woman? Are you ready to bet your life?
No, he wouldn't take that medicine. He wouldn't either.
No! No!
Oh, Mr. Payne, how about Miss Dahlia Hawthorne?
Yes, Your Honor. I filed paperwork for immediate arrest.
Tragic, but not surprising. I knew there was something suspicious about her from the very beginning.
Don't lie, just maybe you was wrong.
By the way, Miss Faye,
Yes, Your Honor?
was it just me or did you and Miss Dahlia seem to know each other?
Your Honor? Whether we did or not has no bearing on this case.
Very well. Mr. Payne,
This can't be happening. It's a nightmare. It's like a daughter's dream.
it appears Mr. Payne has lost his spirit along with his hair. Does the defendant have anything further to prove? We'll see.
It can't be true, my dear Dolly.
Very well, then. I believe I'm ready to pass judgment and bring this trial to an end. The court found the defendant Phoenix Wright
Not guilty.
Woo!
This court is adjourned.
Yeah, that was a long case for a beginning.
Mia, you was wonderful in there.
Thank you for everything, Mr. Crossbird.
You would have heard it up there. My hemorrhoids was going to explode like Mount Vesuvius.
Mr. Crossbird? Do you, maybe think you could stop talking about them?
Huh? That's rather rude. Anyway, this case made me think. What does this really mean to have a relationship of mutual trust with a client? Perhaps it is we veterans lawyer who had lost sight of this.
Oh, Mr. Wright? Congratulations.
Thanks. You know, I was thinking,
Go on.
the dolly that I saw up there, the witness stand, I don't think that was really her.
What?
Yeah, the dolly I know could never have said those kind of terrible things. Maybe she was like, I don't know, a fake or something.
Boy, this poor kid still haven't got a clue. You need to forget about her, Mr. Wright, for your sake.
Yeah, you're right. That's probably for the best.
Also, you need to relax a bit, boy. Try to grow up a little.
But out of all my friends, everyone say I'm the most grown up.
Hey, what kind of company does this guy keep?
Right now, I'm studying to become a lawyer myself.
That's what you keep saying. But I thought you was in the art department.
Well, yeah, I am. But there's a friend that I desperately want to help. And if I hurry, then I should still able to save him in time.
I see.
Say it, Miss Faye. A lawyer is someone who can help people when they're in trouble, right?
Mr. Wright, I'm still new at this myself. But I think that's exactly what a lawyer is.
Okay, I'm going to do it. I'll study my butt off. I'll become a lawyer for sure. I hope. I hope we see each other again someday. Maybe in court. It's been 5 years since I was acquitted for all charges. I became a lawyer like I planned and managed to save my friend. But Mia has passed on to a better place. For me, this trial brings up a lot of painful memories. But it also brings up some very precious ones. And the memories that I thought I would never rise to the surface again. Mia is gone now. But even so, I can hear her in my mind.
Phoenix, no matter what you always believe in your client. In the court of law, your greatest weapon is your belief.
5 long years. Something has happened that made me think back to her words of wisdom. But that's a story for another day. Alright, that's a good case. Wow, Phoenix Wright was acting pretty weird. Thank you. A brand new episode has been kicked. Alright, we got a new person here. Alright. Save here. We're gonna save here. Save here. And alright, I'd like to thank everybody for watching the first case of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. And we'll be back with a new case of Phoenix Wright Tribulations. And I am out.